Alright, good morning. Day 9 of late summer. It is getting on 8 o'clock in the morning. We have completed our morning routine. Animals and everything are taken care of. We are ready to work a little earlier this morning. I decided to stop working so late and get to bed earlier and then get up even earlier. It's easier to deal with the animals in the dark because you're working around the sheds with the buildings and the lights and everything. So I got up at 3 o'clock this morning instead of between 4 and 5 like I normally do. And so it's getting on 8 o'clock and we're already ready to go. I just accepted a contract to fertilize field 59, and we're going to go over and do that quickly just to have a little bit of income today. Then we have a load of work to do. Want to spread manure on field, what is it, 42? Let me look at my sat map here. .42. So I pre-positioned the New Holland T7 with the manure spreader over by field 42. I have the baler pre-staged in field 51 ready to bale the straw there. I think we already got all the loose for the most part that we can store other than what we've taken out of the silos and used. There's still about 400 liters of barley in the harvester in field 51. We have room for it in the silo down here at CJ Farms, but it's not very much to, it's barely worth making the trip to do that, but we got to do something with it. Or I guess we could just dump it on the ground. But okay, so over here we cultivated field 16, and that's the field that we want to do the winter wheat in. So we're going to inject digestate in that field. So that's kind of the immediate plan of the day. We're going to go over and we're going to fertilize field 59. We're going to muck spread in field 42. We're going to inject digestate in field 16, and we're going to bale on field 51. So burning daylight, but it's only 8 o'clock, which is beautiful. Alright, so let's go get the fertilizer spreader. We'll use the Fendt fabric for this because we'll be able to drive a little bit quicker down the lane than with the Fiat Agri there. And also it's loud as all get out, so I don't have to shout over the sound of the engine to be heard. So I think there is a field access to it. So I've kind of caught up my editing with my gameplay, which is nice because I enjoy the gameplay more than I do the editing, so I don't know how it's gonna come out, the episodes, so to speak. This 6 Ashes is really more just for me, but I kind of wanted to share some of the interesting stuff. So, it's not a traditional Let's Play with the storyline from the beginning because we joined in progress about 5 years in. And so, but I just thought I would share some of the more interesting equipment that I have not used before. I've never really developed a farm this far, had this much money before. And like I said earlier, you know, my goal is to... is that it? That is it. My goal is to get all the trophies. And I think all I'm down to now at this point is cutting down 25 trees and getting 10 million in in-game currency. So I'm about 8 trees away. And maybe we'll get there this winter. We'll see how it goes. Got a lot of wood chips to sell when the price goes up, so that'll help us towards the second goal. And I'll take you along for the ride, trying to get to that point, and then we'll look at doing a let's play. And just keeping you making videos the whole way. Try and make something interesting, enjoyable. Which is probably not watching me fertilize this field. So I'm going to carry on with this, get this done here, and when I see you next, we'll probably be getting on one of the other jobs for the day. Alright, it's a little after 9. We're done with the fertilizing contract, so let's collect on that. 6,800 pounds. Ooh, the harvesting contract on field 9 for oats. Oh, that is a massive field, isn't it? I'll have to think about that. We have a lot of our own work to do, but maybe we can get a worker on that. But I think it might distract us from what we need to be doing. We'll see how the morning goes. So I think, yeah, the digestate tank is full. And I filled the field container as well. So it's over by the silo here at CJ Farms filled, so I'll probably have to fill it a couple of times. I'm gonna see if I can modulate the accelerator pedal here a little bit so it's not quite so loud. The digestate's not really something you can put a worker on because it goes through it pretty quick. And you have to refill the tank. But we'll see how it goes. See if we can put a worker on it or not. We'll get in the field, we'll do a run around clockwise and then take a look at next steps. So we'll unfold that. We'll drop it down. We'll engage at cruise control and we will turn it on. I get to the end of this leg here, this side, we'll stop and verify that it's actually taking a fertilizer state. So yes, it's working. We already went through 20%, so man, this is a lot. Might actually bring the field container over to the grass field adjacent to this field with the Fent Favorite. We'll wait till we empty this tank before we make a decision on that, but if we don't get very far, if it's obvious we're going to have to make 2 or 3 refills, then it's probably worth dragging it over here rather than driving back and forth 3 times. Half gone. I think we're gonna miss a little bit here. Maybe. In the corner. Might have stopped a little soon. Let's see. Ah, jeez. That'll be alright. We'll miss that little bit. 20%. Alright, decided to come get the field container and bring it over to the field adjacent to the field that we're putting the digestate in. We'll make it a little easier. It looks like we got around one time, and then kind of headlands top and bottom. So it'll facilitate a worker going in there and maybe finishing it up for us or helping us out a little bit. So I've noticed I need to kind of slow down a little bit. I have so much I want to get done that I end up, you know, driving faster than I should, taking corners quicker than I should, kind of running into stuff, banging around. So I need to improve on that. I think angles for video, to make it more cinematically enjoyable, need to work on that as well. I kind of like to get into a comfortable position where I can see what I'm doing, see where I'm going. So kind of the 6 o'clock trail position, chase. But you don't get a good view of the machinery when you're doing that. This gate opens this way. So it may not be as enjoyable to watch when I'm, you know, immersed in my gameplay and focused on the task at hand and not really thinking about visually how it's looking for a video. I will close this just to keep the cows in. So park it up here. Let's see how that works. For us refilling going forward. Hopefully we won't have to refill the field container, because it'll be extremely frustrating given that the biogas plant is where? Right up there. But we'd have to go all the way around to get to it. Let's see if I can remember. How to, there we go, put the pipe down. So I think the field container holds 55,000 liters. This holds, what are we going to see there? About 15,000, about 16. So we'll get a couple more trailer loads out of there. take a look at the GPS here. Get a line. What? 45, I think. Or the worker. So we'll have this area over here to clean up. We'll see how he turns when he gets to the end. I think I gave him enough room to turn around. He's gonna go through the hedge. I'm not gonna want to watch this. Oh, maybe not. I think when he runs out of digestate, he just stops and may continue charging. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Couldn't help myself. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be interesting. I had to take the contract. I couldn't help myself. We'll get a worker going on it, and then we'll carry on with what we need to do. But yeah, it's some money. practice my trailer backing skills. And then when I say that, I do something horrible. Alright. Slowly. Small inputs get big results. Get a little over the fifth wheel here. And then we'll put the rest over the axles. Alright, it's almost 2:15, and some contracts have diverted us from our kind of plan of the day a little bit. Hopefully we can get back on track here. We're going to take a load of pigs up to the sale barn. We make space for new births. Get a little income on the day. We did the fertilizing contract first thing this morning after we got done with the animal husbandry chores. We got the digestate on the field we want to do winter wheat in. And I just couldn't help myself. And I took a harvesting contract because it'll probably bring us in about 10,000 pounds, so couldn't help myself on that. We should have plenty of pigs here. Whoop. I think we've got enough in here. We can do 2 loads. So we will carefully try and do that while we multitask with that harvest. Oh, we gotta get on the baling still. Alright, you'll see me up again at the sale barn. Okay, delivering the first load. Nearly 11,000. So we'll go back and get a second load of pigs because we have enough of weight, and if you just leave them in the pen, they're going to eat your feed and not make you as much profit once they're already of weight. How much they eat versus how much their value goes up isn't really a good trade-off. So we've got another trailer full that we can. We're going to go ahead and take them up there. Alright, 3:15 in the afternoon. That's the second load of pigs delivered. Alright, it's almost 3:40, and finally I think we're ready to start spread manure. I don't know how far this is going to get on this field. We really don't want to have to run back to CJ Farms to refill it. So I want to try and be as accurate as possible when we start out here. There we go. So we'll get this spread on here. Then we'll be ready to come back and cultivate the field. We could hit it with digestate or manure again, or solid fertilizer, seed it, and then fertilize it again. And we'll have all three fertilizer states on there. I think we're going to be hard pressed to do this without having to refill. So I guarantee we're going to have to make a run back to CJ Farms with this for more manure. Alright, so guess we're gonna have to go refill. So we had to run back here to CJ Farms to top off the manure spreader. Alright, decided we're gonna use our truck to help out with that oat harvest contract that we took on. I think because if you completely clear the field of crop before you start delivering it, you complete the contract quicker, which means that there's more excess harvest that you're able to sell for profit. At least that's what I think. So the thinking is if you are delivering as you're going along, it's computing both how much of the field is cleared and how much of the product is delivered. Whereas if you have the field completely cleared, that part of the equation is completely done. And then the only variable is how much crop has been delivered, as opposed to how much crop has been delivered and how much of the field has been cleared. At least that's my thinking, so that's what we're going to try and do. I don't know if between the two of us, because he's already full. I think this will hold 45. He's got about 40 in his trailer. So we'll see. I think we might have to deliver some before we're able to completely clear the field, unless I bring another trailer up here. I don't really want to do that. Got enough of my own work to do rather than lose a lot of time coming over here as well. Cover off. Get a little bit over the fifth wheel. Get over the axle. There, that way we avoid loading the trailer. Alright, let's get him back on it. Heading back to field 42, refilled the manure spreader. I'm gonna go the back way. I went down the lane in front of the pub on the way to CJ Farms to pick up another load of manure, and it's a little too tight. I mean, you can make it, but it's just problematic, so we're gonna go the back way here through Pineview Farm. Now, it's a little bit of a pain, the extra drive to go pick up the manure all the way over to CJ Farms, but that's where we end up taking all of our manure because we fill up that trailer in the morning with the pig manure and take it with us to the orchard and down to the honeypot allotment. We could just start storing manure over here as well. Might mean getting another belt though, because I don't know if I want to fill this 22,000 with a bucket. Well, we got the wheel loader's got a pretty good sized bucket. It'd take like 4 scoops, not quite, yeah, 4 scoops, fill it up. I guess when you take into the amount of time it takes to maneuver the belt around and stuff, it might even out a little bit, maybe. Turn the beacons off. We haven't even started baling the straw bales yet. It's 5:30. Figure we'll probably have light until about 9 o'clock. Last day of summer. I guess I was probably fortunate. Gives me a chance to line up a little better. Well, this might work out pretty good. Just keep it right down the middle there. And we should only have to make one pass, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be close enough. I'm not gonna worry about what little strip I might miss. Well, good, we get this done. I get done with this, I can get on starting to make straw bales and get as much of that done as I can before it gets dark. So we should have just a little bit right here. Yep. Almost have half a trailer left. Okay, it's 7 o'clock at night, last day of summer, and we are finally getting around to starting to bale the straw. So we've got probably, what, 7 o'clock? At best, a couple hours of daylight left. So we're just gonna have to do the best we can to get as much of this done as possible. So what we need to try and do is line up on some of these long straw swaths. Most efficient. So with the digestate on the field over at CJ Farms that we had gotten the hay off of, that'll be ready to seed tomorrow with winter wheat. And then the canola field, former canola field that we just spread the manure on, is ready for cultivation, and then we'll be ready for seeding the winter crop in. And we'll do a winter oats. So again, our goal for this straw, these straw swaths is to get 28 straw bales to put at Pine Bee Farm, used for bedding for the pigs. Ideally, take 14 bales over to CJ Farm for making total mixed ration. So 28 and 14, 38, 42 bales if we have room for it. And then anything above that we could sell. I think what we'll do is we'll just bale till we hit the limit. And then we'll have an idea how many we can keep. So yeah, we'll probably bale till we hit the limit or till it gets dark. Alright, so made an executive decision at 8 o'clock. The price of oats at Severn Valley Farms, I think it is going down. That's where we need to deliver this stuff. So in order to maximize our profit, we need to get as much as we can for it. So we're gonna deliver the oats before we go back to continuing with the baling, which probably not the most effective use of daylight, but hopefully won't meet any cement trucks. Not exactly how I wanted to use the end of daylight. Alright, let's deliver these oats. See what we get here. Almost 30% with our trailer. Alright, see what we're gonna get out of this. $8,000 was all. Let's go ahead and complete the contract. 10,656.